Hey everybody, it's Jason and welcome to Wild Card Wednesday with Shuffle. Today I'm going to explain to you what Shuffle is, and we're going to actually build out a digital business card for the biggest, most exciting MLM happening today, New You Life, which is a gel that's focusing on HGH. But what is Shuffle? Shuffle is a full CRM that involves digital business cards. It's amazing. You never run out of them. You could put videos on them. You could have put a button to your website on them, pictures, logos, as well as a description. You could share it via text, via email. You could even create a campaign version of the card that will have a lead capture component that you could place on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, so much. So without further ado, let's jump into Shuffle and build out that New You Life digital card. Going to share my screen here real quick, and here is the LFI Shuffle website. Going to log in, and we are literally going to build this card out from scratch. By the way, tune in every week because I am going to build out a new card for a different business every week. So if you know somebody that's involved with a certain MLM network marketing company or even a traditional business, let me know, because one thing you can do with these cards is if you find the value in these cards, you could join Shuffle and then you could take this card and share it with your team. They don't have to build them from scratch. You could literally take this card and what's called clone it. They basically are copying the card into their own card catalog and editing it with their own personal information. But right now, let me build out a new card to focus on this New You Life MLM company. So the first step in building out a card is picking a template, and there's about 14 or so templates to choose from, layouts. You could have pictures on the top or logos. You could have a place for videos, all this fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one of my favorite ways to build out a layout, this one right here, where I like to put a logo on the top and a picture, and then also contact information, a description of the product, a button to go to a website, and a place for videos. So once you select the template, you could then pick the colors you want as far as what the name and the buttons are. And for now, let's just change this to red. And then we hit next. Do you want your personal information to be loaded on? Sure, why not? When you sign up for Shuffle, you're going to fill it in with your information, and it's asking if you want your information to be transferred over, which we'll do automatically. We always want to name the card a certain title because once you collect a bunch of different cards in your card catalog, you're going to want to quickly reference the card you want as opposed to going through the whole deck, so to speak. So we're actually going to call this, New You Life because that's the company we're focusing on today. You can see that we have a place for your name, your email, phone number. We're going to change out my company name here to say New You Life, and I'm going to call my title basically a life changer. So we put that right in there. Now this is a place for your paragraph, and you could put whatever you want to describe the product. I actually did build out a card earlier, which I'm actually going to copy the information on, so bear with me 1 second while I go into a previous card that I built out for a friend of mine, and we'll just use that same exact information to put right in there. And again, I'm going to do this every week, so if you have any ideas as to what companies to use, just let me know. So the verbiage we're going to use for this is basically our combined 50 years of extensive education and qualified experience has led to where we are today. We believe in quality over quantity, which yield for the most positive results. And you get the idea. And then you can go on and on and on. I always turn off these banners because we're not actually wanting to promote Shuffle with this. We want to promote a product. And so once that's all in there, we're going to hit next. We want to change out the logo and the photo up front, so we're going to actually take out this logo and use the New You Life logo. We're going to change out the photo. Now, I already did this. I'm going into Bing here. I'm just going to type in New You Life gel. Because what I want to do is I want to actually take the product and I want to copy that in the system. So I'm going to take this save image as. We're just going to call that gel. Go back here. Now we're going to change out the photo. We're going to upload the new photo. I believe we called it gel. It's right there. Crop it out. Bam. There we go. Perfect. Looking good. We hit next. This is where you place any social media that you have. If you have a Facebook page for your business, Twitter, YouTube channel, Instagram, LinkedIn, a couple others. If you have any alternative forms of communication like Skype or WhatsApp. If you have a couple of YouTube videos, which I actually do, so I'm going to take this video that I found. Actually, I'm going to take this video first. Can you look and feel 20 years younger? So I'm going to take that video, take the URL, just copy it, put it right into the link, paste, and you can see how it populates in there. Also, we want to call this general overview. We want to add another video. So I want to take this video, and we're just going to copy that URL and throw that in there as well. You don't necessarily have to title each video, as you could see. I only titled the first one, but you can see how they populate. And then at the very bottom here, we want to create a button to go to a website. So I'm just going to title the button Get Started Now, and a website, newulife.com/a-new-day, because that's my website. Then we hit next, and we could save it. Now, what we could do with this is we could actually go back into it, and it's at the very bottom here. We could preview it. This is how it will look. You have your logo, a photo, your information, ways to get a hold of you, because I put my email and phone number in, a button to go to my website, and a couple of videos. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually share my screen so we could see what the phone looks like. So give me a second here as I go into my phone. Going to sign in here. Gotta love technology sometimes. It's so funny how we're all dependent on it, but that's the way of the future. So here we are. I'm now going to share my screen on my phone and show you exactly what it looks like on the phone. So right here is the Shuffle app. I'm going to click on it. There's all my cards. The last card should be the one I just created. New You Life right there. If I click on it, You could preview it, you could edit it, just to show you what the preview on the card itself looks like, on the phone rather. There it comes. Just exactly as how I created it on the computer. And yes, the videos do work. They click on it, it will play. The internet's not the greatest in my house, but if you also click on the Get Started Now button, it does forward you to the website, just to show you that. Now, some other features, if I want to share it, I hit share. I could do a new contact, a shuffle contact. The new contact is where you put their name in. You could actually add a note, or you could take their information right from your phone if you already have them in your phone book on your phone. So really cool things. And then, of course, a campaign is when you want to add a lead capture component and share it in a mass of audience as opposed to just a one-on-one.